Hey, we're going to add wings to this Mosquitor. Now, I know I've already added wings to a Mosquito already. Uh, this one right here, which I use the wings from the Transformer, which is really cool. But somebody said, you know what, if you get this figure called Beetle, and last video I accidentally called it Wasp, and they have a boy's version and a girl's version, and the wings are the same, that these wings would work great. So I ended up getting a couple of them, so I might try them out on this one just to see how they look, to see if they look any better. Um, I like these ones here because there's just the purple is just the right match for this figure. But this purple's different than that purple, so I think it might be okay to use these wings on that one. We'll take a look and see. So I guess I'll just set them right here. So if you want to check out that video, you can probably find it. So here's the figure in the package, how she looks. And I have another girl one on the way, and I have the guy one too. I have a link in the description of where I got this one from the seller, so you can take a look at it or look at ones like it because it shows more that are in there. All right, so our goal is to carefully drill some holes in the back of this figure, and I haven't decided quite where I'm going to drill them. So let me check my sound really quick. All right, that sounds good. So let me go ahead and turn this light on. So I was thinking about putting it right in this dented area right here, but the more I thought about it, it might make more sense to put it on one of the bumps. So I'm trying to decide, I want to put it on the top bump up here, which might be a good spot to put it, or this middle bump here, or the bottom bump down here. So let's take a look at the back of Beetle's back and see where it's at. Now on his, it's actually pretty low. So I'm thinking maybe I should go with the bottom bump. Ugh. There we go, let's pull those right off. So I think I'm going to stick them down here on this bump, right down here, right by the button on both sides. I think that'd be a good spot. So that's where I'm going to stick these at. Now the reason I'm picking the bump is for a couple reasons. One, there's probably more plastic there. And two, I think I might have less chance of accidentally hitting the bladder on the inside of this. Now it may not be a bladder at all. It may just be that it's the inside of his, of the figure. And if it is, then we're going to end up puncturing that and we'll have blood everywhere, so that will be quite the mess. So because of that, I am going to get a tray. Where are all my trays? Here we go. To put on my table, so in case we have a leak, at least it will be contained. So let's go ahead and get that set up. Mosquitor. You gotta move there. There we go. And of course I have my heat pad. Okay, so our first order of business is to find out the diameter of this right here. Because the diameter, we want to match it with our drill. Now, there's a part of the shank here, and then a bump, and then another part of the shank there. So our goal is to get just the diameter without the bump. So let me pull up my calipers here, and we'll just do it in millimeters for kicks. And I got 2.2 millimeters. And with the bump, it's like 2.7. So that little bump is like 2.6. It's like 2 millimeters. So there's not a lot of play room. So now I'm going to grab my drill bits. Dun, da, da. Got them right here. And let's see if we can find something close to that. Now these, of course, are in American fractions. So we'll see if we can find something close to that. Well, that's 1.9. That's not bad. That's probably as close as I'm going to get to my 2.2. Let's just try. That's the same size. It's not going to help. This one's the next one up. I'm sure it's way too big. Yep, that's 2.6, so that will be too big. And I'd rather have too small than too big, because we can always enlarge the hole a little bit by being a little not careful with the hole as we drill it. So now I could put this in some kind of motor and just sit there and drill this thing down. But if I put it in a motor, the chances of me going pop right through there and stabbing into the bladder on the other side could be a problem. So I'm going to hand drill this. So when you do hand drilling, because the sides of this drill are sharp, you want to tape it all up. That way you don't accidentally cut your fingers. And while you're taping it, you also want to have it so that you'll have just the tip showing of how deep you want it to drill. That way you don't accidentally drill too deep. So that is the trick there. Now, if you're doing this motorized, you may end up causing a problem where it just pushes the tape out of the way, because this is not a really good drill stop. All right, let's see who we got online. Jamie Sanders, thanks for joining us. I'm surprised Mike's not on here. All right, so I want to pop his arms off first. Oh, wait, his arms don't come off. And he broke another mosquito. I'm going to pull his head off, though. That way I have the least amount of stuff that can go wrong. All right. I might get my Dremel tool to do this. I don't know. You know what? I think I might. Yep, actually I'm going to. I'm going to get my Dremel tool to do this. I'll be very careful. I'll be right back. You guys can look at the mayhem of parts on my table while I go grab it. Watching on your phone. Nice. Thanks for joining us. I almost grabbed my Dremel tool and I decided not to, but then I realized I needed it. No. All right, I am back, you guys. Thanks for hanging out and just looking at my desk for a few seconds. I got my Dremel tool, so now we're ready to rock. I should have just grabbed this in the first place, but I was just afraid of damaging it too much. But you know, I think trying to drill it by hand, maybe I can finish it by hand. So let's go ahead and load this thing up here. There we go. Whew. Oh, danger, danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Okay. Let me get this aimed right so you guys can watch the mayhem. The mayhem. If you know what? It's funny, I just sold the one that I had a broken shoulder on it, and that'd have been a good one to practice on, just to make sure I was doing this right. Can you guys see that in the screen? Ooh. I don't think any blood came out. So that's a good sign. And that's about the right size I want it to. It's just a little bit too small, but that's not too bad. We'll probably heat that up and make it softer plastic. But now to do the other side. We'll see how well my left hand is at drawing compared to my right. Woo, tricky, tricky. All right. Well, looking at it now, I can see the muscles are actually two different heights on his back, but that's okay. It'll still look cool once it's done. So now that we got those done, let's grab our heat gun. Please bleed. Thunder Gunman, you want to see more carnage, huh? All right, so let's see how close that hole is. It's a little sloppier drawing that one. Still pretty tight, so that was good. All right, here we go. Time to heat it up. Come on and heat it up, baby, now. Woo, that's getting hot. Hot, 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 hot. Being it's harder plastic, this may not work. Ooh. I should make sure it's the right wing and the right side. Yeah, it is. Cool. That'd be bad if I was shoving the wrong wing on the wrong side. Then it gets trapped in there once I get this in there. Ugh. You know what? I am just going to bore the hole just a little bit bigger. Whoa. Danger. I have his friend, his name's Russ. And sometimes I'll call him Danger Russ. Just to be fun. Ugh. All right, let's see what that did. Now the wings, you can see they got a slight curve to them, and the curve goes towards the front. So look for that curve if you're going to replace these wings onto this figure. Oh, so close. And bink, it's in. Look at that. One done, one to go. And I think I liked how that worked. First heat it up, then drill it a little more. It seemed to work pretty good. Oh. Let's see how that worked. Fit. Not quite. X-Acto knife's a good way to go too. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that was a little loose. That's a bummer. I was hoping it'd fit as tight as the other one. So I'm probably going to have to shove some glue in the hole to tighten it up, or a little heat shrink tubing. But there we go. There is his wings. Now in retrospect, I wish I would have drilled them actually right here in this spot. I might drill some new holes and do it again anyway, because that way then the wings would be closer to him, because I just don't like how these look that far out. See, the good thing is you guys can learn from my mistakes, because you can see how wide they look on the back. They just look weird. So I'm actually going to drill 2 new holes. So hey, we got to try it again, right? The good thing is you guys won't have this problem. So I'm going to actually put them right here, right close to the middle, and let's do this again. All right. So here we go. Hopefully those aren't where the jets go through to pump the red oil around. Just so you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah. That works pretty good now that I know what I'm doing. Let's just enlarge these holes a little bit. It's funny, you can see the bladder inside there kind of reflecting a little bit. No blood. Hooray. All right, let's try these spots now. Oh, just a little bit too tight for that one. little bit at a time. Hooray. I guess I should have left it that way it was. I'm going to have to glue them in or use some putty or something. Just because once they snap in, the plastic is shorter than it is on the other side, on the other figure. So even though the hole's tight, it still does not. Ooh. Okay, way better for the distancing. Yep, so there you guys go. That is how you want to put them. Oh, now I can't get them out. You know what might work? It's putting an O-ring on there first. You know what? I might do that. Let me pull these out, and then I'll grab an O-ring and stick it on there. I think that will give us the friction we need to keep it on there. All right, where are my O-rings? There they are. I got a couple choices. I got these little white ones here, which will work really good, I think. And I have these small little black ones. Being he is black plastic, I think I'm going to use the black ones. So here's the O-rings. And if you're looking at my site, it's he-bro.com. And once you're on the site, look for the O-rings. And these are the ones I use for the neck repair. So if you need to get these same O-rings, just slide it right on like that and pop it in the hole. Oh yeah, perfect. I gave it just the right amount of friction to leave it on there, so no glue required. That worked really good. Ooh, there we go. Oh yeah, that worked perfect. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and stick them back together. So the good news is you guys got to see my mistakes, and now you know where to put the holes the first time, so you won't have extra holes in the back of your Mosquitor like mine does. And there is his wings. I probably should have angled the holes down a little bit because they're so high up on his back. It looks kind of strange, but still I think it looks way cooler than without wings. I might go back in and re-angle those holes later on. Oh yeah, the claw tentacles. There you go. That's a good idea. Stick something in there. I was just going to plug them. So you can see the O-rings in there right there, how they actually gave us a little bit of friction to keep those on there. So when you drill your holes, angle them this way. So that way then the wings will then angle that way too. So not a total failure. That is kind of cool. Dun-da-da. And now the Horde has a flying member. All right. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. Thanks, Mike. Can you take the second set of wings and place them in the first set of holes you did? I'm not going to open the other figure yet, but that'd be kind of weird to have that many wings. But I suppose you could have a whole bunch of wings on his back. But he already has two just from this. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean these wings right here. I get what you're saying. You'd have to glue them in, but because of the angle of the plastic, it's kind of weird. But yeah, that is kind of a cool idea. Instead of having them stuck on there. You know what? I think his wings are on the wrong side. Don't break on me. I think the hard edge should go on the top, right? And now they're bent the wrong way. Now I have to go look up some real bugs in real life to see how they look. Let's see if it shows on here. It's weird. Her wings are actually more see-through than the guys are. I can't tell. Okay, I guess I gotta open her up and see which way the wings are. Just when you thought we were done. All right. Hey, if you guys actually like this video, do share them around. I'm not sure what happens. It's like sometimes the videos just kind of die on the vine because they don't get shared. So if you're like, that was kind of cool, I'm going to show my friends that. So do share it around. That does help this channel a lot. I'm not sure exactly what caused the channel to lose hits right away, but just this morning, my numbers dropped to a quarter what they were just right before that. So I'm not sure what happened. All right, she comes with a leg. This way she can get a leg up on everybody. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, yep, so they are on the same side, the parts. And it looks like they're actually on the outside of the wing, not the inside. So that is where I went wrong. So let's pull these off again. Ugh. So this one goes on this side on the outside. And this one goes on this side on the outside. Da 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 da. There we go. Thanks, Mike, for the laugh. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, my kid's just grown. You know, it's not a dad joke until it's full grown. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe, and share the videos around if you like them. And I will check my Facebook messages to see what you guys have. If you anyways ask for the helmets. Oh, I still got a figure to open too. Where did he go? Oh, I still got a spike core to open. Maybe I'll make another video in a few minutes. I don't know. Or I'll wait till tomorrow night. You know what? I'll wait till tomorrow night. Oh, tomorrow night I'm busy. You know what? Maybe tomorrow early, before the evening, I will make a video of opening spike core. Yeah, see, the wings are just more clear. It's so weird. Just slightly. Not a whole lot. So the guys' ones are more opaque, and unless because this figure was old and I bought it loose, maybe that's why it's more opaque looking, because these are brand new and it just came out of the package. I don't know. Anyway, really, I'm going now. Thanks again, you guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye now. Hey, Spiker. Spiker, thanks for being with us. Juan Soto, thanks for being with us. Yep, see you tomorrow for the Spiker.